welcome back to my channel. Today's video, yeah, I know the hair. I know about the hair. If you guys want to see what exactly happened to my hair, tune into the last video I posted up on, I think it was Saturday, with the Q&A section in there. It's actually a really funny video, so I highly suggest you go watch it. But anyway, moving on beyond the shock and surprise of the blue, I thought I would do a April favorites because I have a lot of products here that really stood out to me in the past few weeks. Now, I'm not going to go over this every video. By now, if you guys are really truly my followers and you do watch my videos, you will know that we are moving. We bought a house, la 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 la. We got everything packed up. I only keep a certain amount of products out until we move, so on and so forth. But there are some awesome things that I found upon packing and then went, oh, hey, I haven't used you in a while, or hey, I never realized how good you were. So that's kind of what we're doing at this point. Not all of these products are things that I've owned. A lot of them are newer to me, but there are also a lot of refines that I've been loving. So I'm just gonna go through them. But yeah, if you guys would like to see what I've been loving this past few weeks, then just keep on watching. All right, so let's dive into this. First and foremost, I'm going to talk about a couple things that I did pick up in my VIB sale. I will link that video up above in the cards as well. I have been playing with these since I got them in the VIB sale, and I am obviously very happy with them. This is the Violet Voss Pro hashtag palette. I have not done a review on this yet, but I am going to. I did want to test out multiple looks with this palette before I gave you a solid review. The first look I did with this palette, I used only mattes out of here, and then today I did use one of the shimmers. I'm taking it a little slow, but I will say overall the quality of this palette is so good and the color selection is absolutely beautiful. I did post a picture of this on Instagram and I got a lot of likes and everything on it, so it's fantastic. The funny thing is, out of all the shades in here, I personally thought that I was going to be drawn to like the shade Relevant, which has this really pretty blue shift to it, or even like some of these pinky duochrome goldy shades up here, and I'm not. My favorite shadow in this whole palette, shockingly enough, is the one that I did not think I was going to like, and that's the shade Sunset right here. It has, can you see that? I don't know if it's gonna focus. Can you see how it has like teeny little micro glitters that I absolutely hate in there? It doesn't come off glittery like that. It's a super soft shadow, super pigmented, but look at that color. It almost comes off like a warm pinky lavender, and it's beautiful. It blends beautifully, and like, I mean, come on, look at that. It's gorgeous. So that's what's all over in my crease. And I love it. I absolutely love the formula of that shadow. And then my other favorite in here is TBT, which is another matte. It's beautiful. So I don't know. I don't see an issue with this palette. I know it had a couple like people nitpicking it, but honestly, I think the packaging's great. I think the quality is fantastic. Excuse me, I hiccuped. And you get a mirror and it's available at Sephora. What more could you want? Love this. Absolutely been loving this. The next product that I had that I also got at the VIB sale, and no, not all of these are coming from the VIB sale. This was a given. You guys knew this was coming. I mean, if you didn't know this was coming, you obviously don't know me as a person. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter with Amrezy, the collaboration. I'll just give you a minute because it's gorgeous. Like, this highlighter is probably one of those beautiful highlighters I've ever owned. It's incredibly metallic, but not glittery. There's no glitter in this. It's just a super foiled metallic. Oh, it's just sexy is what it is. It's not on my face today. I actually have a different highlighter that you'll be seeing in a second on my face today, but I've been using this a lot for my inner corners. I'm sorry if I keep looking at the viewfinder, you guys. My camera's acting really weird, so I have to keep looking up. Moving on to what is the highlighter on my face, and by the way, I've been wearing this makeup now for 12 hours, and it's still going pretty strong. But this highlighter here, this pinky shade, is actually a little mini size. This is the Milani Lux Charm Holographic Highlighter. Now, when I hear holographic highlighter, I usually run the other way. I'm not into doing like color on my cheeks. Pink is about as far as I'll go, and I don't even like the ultraviolet craziness. I stick to more champagnes, like peachy pinks, that kind of thing. So when I saw this, I was like, is this gonna be really like a holographic with the lavender and the blue? It's just not my thing. On the inner corners of my eyes, it's a thing, but not on my face. So when you open it up and you look at it, it really doesn't look like much. It looks like meh, but when you swatch it, it's really pretty. It has a pink reflect. Can you see how it's like more of a pinky shade? This is not powdery. There's no glitter, no shimmer. It's beautiful. And yeah, it's in a small pan, but I mean, really, how often do you go through a high... Bless you. My son's in here, if you can't tell. There he is. So anyway, it's a small container, but how often do we go through a highlighter? Not often enough. So I really like this. Like I said, I used it today. It's really pretty on the skin for springtime, and ignore him, please. It's just a really beautiful hint of pink, and it just brightens the face a little bit, I think. So that's definitely been a favorite the past couple weeks. So I have had this brush for a long time, and I used to use it religiously, then I put it away. I don't even know why. I actually was going to declutter this, and then I noticed as I was using my other high-end brushes, I was like, you know, I really miss that other brush. And I brought it back, and I've been loving it ever since. But this is actually an e.l.f. brush, and it's one of their, I think it's just one of their powder brushes. I don't know which one, it doesn't say. It's just one of the ones that are like the $6 ones in the black packaging. But this one is kind of tapered in like a pinched ferrule kind of way, which makes it perfect for bronzing, and that's what I use it for. It's super, super soft. Like, you can easily use this as a blush brush. It is incredibly soft. Really good for bronzer. It helps blend everything out. I mean, you can kind of see how soft it is. It's beautiful. But I use this to just kind of blow out a contour and then just a bronzer on the face. It really, really does a fantastic job. I use this all the time, and I really, really enjoy it. So don't overlook these brushes, you guys. These are super affordable, and they're wonderful. I just choked on my coffee. The universe is trying to tell me something. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in the shade Light. I love this so, so much. For me to say that this is something that I think as soon as I run out of this little sample size that I'm going to go out immediately and purchase a full size, that is saying a lot for somebody who has as much makeup as I do. Oh, this is so good, you guys. If you've never tried the Smashbox eye primers, even if you have dry skin on your eyelids, I have really dry eyelid skin for some reason, no matter how much eye cream I use. Up in here, my crease is very dry, and this does not really bring forth the dryness. So I feel like even though this is a matte finish and this would work amazing on oily lids, this also works just fine on dry lids. What I love the most about it is that it's tinted, and the reason why I like it being tinted is because it cancels out all of the little veins in your eyes and gives a beautiful base. It reminds me very much of like Max Painterly Paint Pot or Soft Ochre Paint Pot in the finish that it gives. Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I use it every single day, and I love it. Love it, love it. So definitely a really good find this month. This next product was actually sent to me by my friend Angela over at Beauty by Angela here on YouTube. I will link her channel down below. We did a makeup swap, and she sent me over the Bronze Booster by Physicians Formula. This one's the matte sculpting palette. They also have a shimmery one, but this is the matte one. And I haven't been using the contour shades too much. I have a couple times and I like them, but I love this shade right here, and not for sculpting. I love this shade for setting my Smashbox Eye Primer. The combination of these two things gives me a flawless slate to put my makeup on, and I'm telling you, my eyeshadows, it's been over 12 hours that I have had this makeup on, and it looks like I just applied my eyeshadow, like just applied it. They're still very duochrome. Not a single stitch of my eyeliner has moved. I mean, nothing moves when I use this combination. And I just use this with a fluffy brush, set my primer, and I'm good to go. So this shade specifically is my favorite this month. Not so much the whole palette, but this particular shade. I love this. Another drugstore favorite, I actually just purchased this. I did use it today, it's a little bit dirty, but my other one was so janky, ripped apart, destroyed bad, that I needed a new one. And I switch between about 5 different beauty blenders, and then I have this L'Oreal sponge. This one is my favorite. There is a reason this is my favorite. The texture is pretty much identical to the Beauty Blender as far as softness goes. I actually feel like the pores in this are smaller, which helps my personal makeup application because it puts on enough coverage without overdoing it, but it also doesn't suck up a lot of product. I love the shape of this more than the Beauty Blender completely because it does still have that tapered tip. It has a nice flat bottom to it. And then you have this like curve right in here, which I find really, really good for applying highlight on the cheekbone or going down the nose or around the edges of your face. It's just perfectly the right size for everything. And I love, love this L'Oreal sponge. And the best part is it is like less than $7 at the drugstore. I am a duochrome fanatic. I love anything that shifts colors. So when I saw that Tarte had come out with another one of their chrome paint pots in the shade Frosé, you guys, my heart skipped like 15 beats. They had to resuscitate me on the floor when I swatched it, and yeah, I got it. So this is the shade Frosé, and it goes from this beautiful pink to this stunning gold, and the shift in this is insane. I also have another one of these. It's already packed in my huge box pile over here of makeup from the studio in here. But I do have the shade Fire Dancer, which is another gorgeous shade, but this one is a duochrome, and it's the only pink one. And oh my God, you guys, it is like, look at that. Look at the reflectiveness of this. This is, I barely touched it. I could bathe in this, you guys. I could bathe in it. Do you see just the reflectiveness of this thing? Oh, it's so pretty. I don't remember which video I was wearing this in. I want to say it was actually in the VIB haul video that I was wearing this in. I'm pretty sure it was. If you want to see it on the eyes, that was that day. But seriously, this is like the most duochrome-y, sexy spring eyeshadow ever. Texture's amazing. Oh, it's beautiful. Another one of my favorites this month. This is actually from Ulta. This is the Ulta brand. And this is the Contour Lip Liner, which is one of the ones you sharpen. And this is in the shade Flushed. Now, I've been wearing a lot of nude, pinky nude lips lately because it's spring, and that's my go-to for spring. And this is like the perfect shade for that. And the formula of these is incredible. This is my favorite formula of lip liner ever. Ever. So anyway, it's just a really pale, like peachy pink right here. I don't know how well you can see it right there. The opacity is beautiful. It's a softer formula, but it's not going to move around on your face. Once you put it on, it stays put. It's not drying. It's not mattifying. It's just a really nice, perfect middle ground between a cream and a matte. And it's beautiful. You can wear this as an all over color. You can use it as a lip liner. It doesn't matter. They are stunning. So they come in a ton of different shades, but this one is in the shade Flushed. And I've been really going hard with this for the past couple weeks. Another drugstore product, because we're just going to town on drugstore today. I actually wore this earlier today. I'm not wearing it right now. I'm wearing a different lipstick, but I did wear this earlier today, and I love the formula of this and the color. And the price point. This is by Milani, and this is one of their, this is one of the mattes. They have mattes and creams, whatever. And it's number 60, Matte Innocence. And this is just a really beautiful, like, nude. It's got a little bit of beige in there, but the formula is what gets me because it's one of those mattes that goes on, fills in all of your lip lines, and it's so creamy. Like, it's the creamiest matte, but it's matte for sure. And it's stunning. It stays for a super long time on the lips. It actually feels hydrating. The scent is beautiful. The new Tarte palettes, that like cocoa vanilla scent, that's what this smells like. And these are like $5. They're amazing. I have a few of these, but this one's my favorite color, I think. Matte Innocence. Let's pop back into high end with another deluxe size sample. I tried this for the first time today, and it instantly went into my favorites drawer over here. This was sent to me, I forget which box it came in. This is by Urban Decay, and this is one of their Hi-Fi Shine Ultra Cushion Lip Glosses, and this is in the shade SPL. So this is the one that's like that pale pink, and then it has the iridescent kind of glitters in it. The glitters really don't come off on the lips, which kind of makes me happy. It does give it just a teeny bit of hint of something extra there, but not enough for somebody to go, whoa, like disco ball girl over here. It's not like that. But the best part of this, for one, is the scent, and for two, is the way that it makes your lips feel. It smells like mint, and I love mint anything. It doesn't burn your lips, so it's not like a plumping gloss that's gonna make your lips tingle and burn like the Too Faced, you know, lip plumpers, but it's just got that real cooling effect. Very similar to the Buxom lip glosses, the lip creams, just like that, smells just like that, and this actually tastes really sweet, which is weird. I didn't even know this, or notice that until today when I licked my lips. But it's beautiful. It actually goes on very pretty. It gives a beautiful shine. It's not a thick gloss. It's not sticky. Very comfortable, and I'm really impressed. I didn't think I was gonna like this, but actually I really do. So this is a possible future purchase in a full size. Maybe not this color, but this formula. This next product is one of my absolute favorite fragrances for spring. I wore this today and I got stopped 4 different times to ask me what I was wearing. It is just perfect for spring. It is light, it is fresh, it is floral, but not in a mature way at all. It's just a very beautiful floral. This is actually by Prada, and this is the Prada Floral. So basically it's the floral version of Prada Candy. It is amazing. I did give a review, like a mini review on this in my massive perfume collection video. I will link that up above. That is my most viewed video on my entire channel, I believe. And when I say it's a massive collection, I mean it. I have a lot of perfume, and when something stands out to me like this one does, it really speaks volumes. These are new, and these are called the Salon Perfect Clusters. So these are not one level of lash like you would see in this instance right here. Let me show you the difference. So this would be like a 1 level lash. See how they're just like one strip? Sorry, my kids are arguing with each other in the living room. These ones, if you look closely, they're a cluster. They're layered. So they come in really beautiful, wispy, tapered, like levels of lashes, and they're very inexpensive. These are like $3 a pair, which is fantastic because these pairs all have the Invisiband, which I love because it makes them very flexible, very comfortable. I have gotten over 20 uses in one set of lashes if you take care of them. So I would much rather spend $3 on a beautiful pair of lashes than 30 and maybe only get a few uses when I can get a ton of uses out of these. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, last two, both high-end. The first one is fairly new to me, but I really, really like it. And this is by Bare Minerals. This is one of their Gen Nude blushes, and this is in the shade Call My Blush. I don't know why I never tried these before. It just was one of those things that I was like, eh, no, it's beautiful. This is the shade. So it's this really beautiful, like, peachy pinky mauve, all kind of wrapped into one. It's really pretty. I'll swatch it for you. They're so finely milled. It's right here. It is just the most beautiful natural wash of color, and what I love about these blushes is they're not so pigmented that you put it on your face and you're like, oh crap, I just ruined my makeup because there's a big strip of color across my face. These ones really are so light and airy and beautiful and finely milled that you can really build them up to where you want them. It's just a really beautiful shade. They have a bunch of shades and all of them are worth looking at, really. There's actually a ton of shades. You can get them at Ulta that I know of, and I think Sephora carries them as well. And last but not least, for my favorites this month is what's actually on my eyes. I have a very beautiful, like lavender to blue to like pinkish duochrome across my lid. And I'm gonna get kind of up close and personal with you guys. You ready? You ready to see my janky eyebrows? Yeah? All right, so there we go. As you could probably see, I know the duochrome probably won't show up because of my lighting, but they are gorgeous. It's a literally like a blue to lavender to almost like a greenish pink shift. It's crazy. That was a little uncomfortable. Anyway, this is what I'm wearing on my lids. I made this Buxom palette myself. So this isn't one that is pre-made, and it's a very odd array of shades, but these are more for me like accent shades. They're not, it wasn't meant to be a cohesive palette by any stretch of the word. These were more of like the pop that you need in a neutral palette. So this is the palette that I created, and there are 2 shades in here that I'm wearing right now. Schmooze is this stunning, look at that. I barely touched that pan. These have a eyeshadow primer built into them, so they're very creamy, very smooth, and they really are pigmented on the eyes. They're beautiful, and they're so easy to work with. Everything that's on my eye right now was done dry. I didn't have to wet my brush, nothing. That's how beautiful these are. So anyway, Schmooze is this absolutely, that is the most awkward place for a swatch. It's absolutely stunning, especially for summer. That is what's on the like middle to outer edge of my eye. And then my favorite shade out of all of these in here, and it looks so boring, is such a underestimated shade, and I don't hear anybody ever talk about it, but this is one of the best shades I think that Buxom does. It's called La La Lavish, and it looks just like kind of a gray in the pan, but when you swatch it, you discover that this sucker goes from pink to purple to blue. It is so freaking beautiful. It is definitely one of my most used pops of color. This is what's on the inner corner all the way throughout my eye right now. When you get this in outside light, it is just perfect. I will say if you are into these duochrome shades, this is one that I am telling you you need. It's incredible. There you go. Now you can kind of see it without my ring light on. Look at that. Look at that shift. Tell me that is not the most delicious shift you've ever seen in an eyeshadow. So you guys, that was all my products that I loved in the month of April. Keep an eye out for the next few videos as well, because I'm pre-filming a lot. This is going to be the last few this is going to be the last few videos you guys see in this room, period. In this background, everything. Let's just cherish all this cuteness going on behind me. I do have a few really awesome videos planned before I leave this house into the new house, so definitely keep an eye out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything, especially when I do the home tours, because I'm so excited to show you guys the new house. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. YouTube is really cracking down on the notification bell, and they are not showing everybody's videos in your subscribe feed. So if you guys want to see more from me and know when I upload, click the bell. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you guys saw a product that you are interested in or you own and love. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know down below and I'll be sure to answer them for you. And until the next video, you guys, have a wonderful night. Bye.